Listen, all this hugging and shit is nothing. K-1, stand-up fight, real knockout.
You hear what Bada Harry just said? Bloodstain coincides that name at 100%. Because you want to know something? I'm fucking tired of the hugging. I'm tired of the lay and pray. I'm tired of the cage humping. I'm telling you right now, K-1, it's showtime. Kickboxing in general, it's starting to become a favorite of mine. You know, I'm getting sick of MMA and the direction it's going in. And that being said, if you guys missed it, you guys missed two of the greatest shows I've seen in a long time that FEG put on. The K-1 Final 16 World Grand Prix Tournament and the K-1 Max Tournament. And for those of you that missed it, I suggest you guys go on YouTube and try to find some of these fights because it was two legendary fucking cards. What do you have to say about those cards, Fahrenheit?
Legendary.
First of all, I just want to thank Michael the Voice Chavello, Mike Hogan, and Ray Seffel for being the host for these two events. These were two events I'll never forget. Just classics, absolute classics. There's going to be no MMA talk in this video. This is strictly K1 and kickboxing talk. So if you're an MMA fan, go fuck off. Alright? First fight we're going to talk about today is the Boss Cop, Podorak versus Khalid Del Foss. Now, Khalid Del Foss is a Golden Glory fighter, and Podorak is actually a favorite of my partner, the American Creep. The Boss Cop is a very entertaining fighter, and pretty much, you know, the fight started at, Boss Cop was very stiff in the fight, you know, in the first round. Khalid was getting the better of him, you know, it wasn't too much action in the first round. In the second round, Boss Cop absolutely turned it up, you know, he started working leg kicks, bruising leg kicks, you know, nice combinations. You could see Khalid slowing down little by little, and in the third round, he just couldn't come out. They threw the towel in, and Boss Cop scored the W. It was a pretty entertaining fight. You know, big win for Boss Cop. You know, he's now I think 1-1 in K1.
Yeah, so, first it was Crow Cop, now there's Boss Cop.
And what do you like about Boss Cop? You always talk about it.
Dude, his entrance song. If anyone knows it, hit us up.
Absolutely, a legendary entrance by Boss Cop, always. The next fight was a fight that we were all looking forward to. We had Sergey Karatanov, one of our favorite MMA fighters of all time, versus Takumi Sato. Takumi Sato. And, man, let me tell you something. I had my concerns going in after what we seen what Daniel Ghita did to Karatanov. But I tell you one thing. Once I seen Karatanov check that fucking first leg kick, I knew he was going to win the fucking fight. Because that's why he lost Ghita. He wasn't checking leg kicks. And what can we say, man? We said it a dozen times. Karatanov is the best body puncher in MMA. And you know what? He brought it into the K1 world. Bruising body punches, grade A Eastern European boxing, was inside just banging on fucking Sato. You know, Golden Glory's doing a great job with Sergey's kickboxing. What do you think about that fight?
It's awesome to see. Sergey's back.
Sergey's back. I tell you the truth, I'd like to see him and get a reserve match in the next K1 event.
Oh,
so
definitely.
Hopefully we can see more Sergey, man. I really like what I've seen from him, and hopefully he proved all the doubters wrong, you know. And the next fight of the night, we had Ernesto Hoost Prada, Tyrone Sprong, one of the up-and-coming stars in K1, versus the legendary Sugarfoot Ray Seffel. Sugarfoot's a favorite of yours, am I right?
I love Sugarfoot. It's my boy.
And, you know, props to Ray Seffel. He replaced Ruslan Karyov. You know, Ruslan Karyov backed out of the fight. I think he was hurt or something. And Seffel took the fight on short notice. Couple that with Seffel's age. The fact that he even accepted the fight goes to show you what kind of a fucking warrior Ray Seffel is. You know, the fight started off... Ray Seffel did very good in the first round. You know, he put a valiant effort. But I just think the youth and the technical striking of Tyrone Sprong, man. This guy, his striking is so crisp and technical. You can see the hype behind him. I mean, the guy's an amazing product. Plus, you got Ernesto Hoost behind him. Nothing but a great future for Tyrone Sprong. Going on to the next match, we had, you know, everybody that knows me knows that Bada Harry is my favorite K1 fighter. But I also have another favorite, and it's absolutely Gokhan Saki. I love Gokhan Saki. I honestly think he's the best technical striker when it comes to the bigger guys in K1. Not the max guys, but the big guys, he's the best technical striker. And he was facing the Frenchman Freddie Camille. And Camille's no fucking slouch. Camille's actually a really good fighter. But man, Gokhan Saki poured it on this fucking guy, man. Super fast combinations, smooth transitions from punching to low kicks. He makes it look so fucking easy, Gokhan. He's born to be a fucking K1 fighter, born to be a kickboxer, and he just knocked him out. You know, he put Camille down a couple times, and the ref stopped the fight, man. I tell you the truth, I really like Gokhan Saki to win the tournament. He's my pick to win the tournament. You know, a lot of people are going to say he's too small, and you know what? I agree. He is a little too small, but man, when it just comes to just the striking, the technical, he is absolutely the best guy in the tournament.
I'll save my pick for later in the video.
Okay, absolutely. But my Bloodstain's endorsing Gokhan Saki to win the Grand Prix. You heard it here first. Going on to the next match. Bada, stay still. We had Ghita versus Errol Zimmerman, the Bone Crusher. And I like both guys. I'm a fan of both guys. My brother, Mr. Fountain, has a huge Bone Crusher fan.
Yeah, I was a little bit more partial to him in this fight.
Now, for those of you who don't know who Ghita is, I'm sure most people who are kickboxing fans know who Ghita is. Ghita has the best low kick in kickboxing, and whatever. He has the best low kick in the game. You know,
followed by Kiyoshi Tamura. Just throwing that out there, I'm sorry.
Ghita, when you get leg kicked by him, it's like fucking Mark McGuire taking a Louisville Slugger bat and cracking it against your fucking shin. That's how hard this guy fucking hurts when he kicks you. This was a, you know, Zimmerman's a guy who's very aggressive, you know, he likes to slug it out, this and that. But, I tell you, Zimmerman looked a little flat coming in, man. Ghita was working him. Ghita's so...
But they look flat, or did Ghita just, like, take his heart in the first opening minutes of the fight?
Ghita makes no mistakes. He covers up. He's just like almost a perfect kickboxer, man. He's amazing to watch. And Zimmerman, like you said, he was taking Zimmerman's heart. Zimmerman went in for a flying knee, and that was it. Fucking Ghita unloaded on him. Zimmerman made a big mistake, landed a fucking 4 or 5 punch combo, and knocked Errol Zimmerman.
That was a highlight reel KO for
highlight reel. And you know what? Ghita has emerged, man. He's very exciting prospect, man. This is good. I like when all these young guys like Sprong, Saki, you know, and Ghita are starting to, you know, be the new faces of K-1. You know, we have the old guard like Peter Osh, JLB still fighting. We need the new guys to really start stepping up. The next fight of the night was one of my all-time heroes in the fight game, Geronimo Marlo versus Kiyotaro. And let me tell you something right now. This was a possible fight of the year candidate. You know, these guys were just going at first round. It was a very, very close round. I actually scored at 10-10. You know, JLB was the aggressor, Kiyotaro was countering, but they were just, it was a war. The second round was all JLB. JLB was fucking pushing the action. Was, you know, typical JLB, man. Nice roundhouse kicks to the rib cage. His boxing second to none. And in the third round, I thought Kiyotaro, you know, Kiyotaro has like a very Lyoto Machida style of striking. He's always throwing straight punches and moving side to side, backing up, in and out. And the third round was an absolute fucking war, man. These guys were banging. JLB looked a little tired.
I thought Kiyotaro got the better of these
Kiyotaro
changes.
definitely won the round 3. So
yes.
Going, you know, now I have it at a draw. What's interesting is when they announced the decision, they asked for an extension round. And JLB just decided to walk away. He walked out the ring and said he didn't want to fight no more. And it could be because he thought he won the fight and he's tired.
Still, man, you got to fight. That fight was wide open. It was close. He didn't win that fight. And I love JLB. He did not win that fight.
I mean, I'm a little disappointed in Geronimo myself. I thought that he should have stayed and fight. But that being said, you know, there's been some bad decisions in K-1, and maybe he felt like, you know, he wasn't going to put up with it no more.
Nah, man, you don't do it on the big stage like that.
I don't want to say nothing about JLB. I fucking love the guy.
I'm going to say, JLB, you disappointed me, brother. You really did.
And
you let me down.
We're huge JLB fans. I actually just bought his movie, Scorpion, on eBay, so I'm going to check it
out.
out.
Oh, really? Can I borrow that later?
We'll think about it, dude. Next fight of the night, we had Mr. K-1, Peter Arts versus Yuritin Teixeira. I don't like Teixeira for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like him. But you know what? He proved me wrong in this fight. Teixeira changed his whole style around. He fucking fought a really action-packed fight. And what can you say about Peter fucking Arts, man?
Lumberjack.
The guy's a fucking legend, man. And the guy, at his age, the pace that he fought on, the frantic pace that these guys fought at, it goes to show you how special these athletes really are, man. It was an absolute war, you know. It was a very close fight. It went into an extension round. And, you know, Peter Arts definitely eked it out in the end, man. He batted Teixeira. And Peter Arts, congratulations, man. Legend of the sport. Moving on to the next fight of the night, we had Mighty Mo, who took the fight on one-day notice to replace Andrei Arlovsky versus Raul Martinez. And, let me tell you something. This fight was an awesome, awesome fight. Katina started off, he fought really smart. Leg kicks, throwing combos, moving out of the way of Mighty Mo's dangerous overhand right. But then for some reason, he just decided to get into like a brawl with Mighty Mo, which was the worst fucking thing you could do. If he would have actually stuck to the script that he started with, I think he would have decisively beat Mighty Mo, but he got caught up in a brawl, and that Brawling with Mighty Mo is a big mistake, man. Mighty Mo battered him, knocked him down in the first round. Katinas was gassed, man, going into the second and third. That being said, I think he actually won the second round, and the third round, Mighty Mo actually eked it out. It was a great, great fight, though. Entertaining from start to finish. And let me tell you something. Watching Katina's fight, I think it was a good move that Arlovski backed out. I think Arlovski would have got knocked the fuck out, to be honest with you. I don't think Arlovski's cut out for K-1. What's your opinion on that?
Nah, he's not. The level of striking K-1 is just it's completely unreal.
Man. You know, and that might have been the best move for Andre Arlovski, man. Going on to the next fight, we had possibly the greatest K-1 fighter of all time, Semi Schultz versus Hezdy Gerges. Hezdy Gerges is the Showtime champion.
I might have just said Semi's my favorite to win the whole thing.
Okay, well, all right. I can't argue with that. But Semi Schultz, the fight, Semi Schultz known for his jab, and he was controlling Gerges with the jab. His Jerry Kyokushin kicks that he throws to the rib cage. He probably won the first 2 rounds. But in my opinion, in the third round, I think Gerges really found his niche, man. He was covering pretty well, was landing some brutal leg kicks, working his hands, and was actually frustrating Semi.
Well, to fight Semi, I mean, you have to kind of follow the game plan that Bada did in Holland. You have to jump on him, and you have to stay on top of him.
I think Gerges was following that game plan.
He was.
I just think he started a little too late. That being said, Gerges showed that he deserves to fight with the upper echelon of kickboxers, man. He's really, really talented guy. That's why he's the Showtime champion. Also, Hezdy Gerges is a good guy. I have him as a friend on Facebook. He actually communicates with all his fans. So, props to Hezdy Gerges on a great win. Semi Schultz moves on to the final 8.
Great fight, I mean, not a great win.
Great fight. And going on to the main event, the last fight of the night was Overeem versus Ben Edwards. And
wow.
I mean, that's all I could fucking say. It's fucking wow, man. Fight, Ben Edwards is a guy who's scared of no man. Let's get that right off the bat. This guy...
He has balls made to steal that guy.
Absolutely. He tore through the Oceanic Grand Prix very quickly. And fight started. He went right after Overeem. Wasn't scared at all. Was banging on him. But I don't think he picked the shots right. And that's why he ended up getting
that was his problem.
Overeem
did a great job of just blocking everything.
In the storm and landed those brutal overhand rights. 1 overhand right knockdown. 2nd overhand right knockdown. And then that was it. He just finished him with a 3rd knockdown. Props to Ben Edwards for getting up and going right at Overeem.
He won me over as a fan, I'll tell you that.
I love Ben Edwards. He's a tough dude. That being said, man, with Bada Harry out of this tournament, man, this is Overeem's chance to win the fucking thing, I think. And
I don't know if he'll get past Semi, but
they might meet in the finals.
I mean, in that case, I mean, we'll see.
I'm still going with my boy Gokhan. I think Gokhan took his game to another level. I think.
I love Gokhan. I don't know if he's that good enough to beat a Semi Schultz right now.
It's not that he's not good enough. It's just size.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I just love the way the guy fucking fights, man. And,
indeed. Same here.
That being said, I know I'm gonna sound like a bitch. Bada Harry, please. I hope you watched this tournament and got motivated to come back and fight. Come back and fight on the final 8. Maybe get a reserve match and fill in for somebody if they get hurt. It's as much as great as this was the fight card of the year for me. It
was incomplete without Bada.
Without Bada, man. Bada, we all love you. The fans love you. Please come back, man. Please, even if it's just for a reserve match, you fight 1 time. Right here, the fucking man, Bada Harry. Also, I just want to say another message. With all the fucking boring lay-in prey and the direction MMA is going into nowadays, I'm fucking sick of it. This was a breath of fresh air. Just seeing guys that are forced to fight, man. There's no putting a guy against a cage and laying on him for 3 fucking rounds. This is K-1 is
real stand-up fighting.
Real stand-up. It's a spectacle, and I urge people in the States to try to get K-1 and It's Showtime over to the United States of America. Now is the time for it to come over. Please, it would be nothing better than seeing a K-1 and It's Showtime event in Madison Square Garden. There's so many talented guys out there. Please make its way over. That being said, Bloodstain Lane, respect the shooter, fuck your life. Fucking bozos.